rubbish I am at using a mouse. And show databases on server. And we've got our Team Foundation server shortcut, and he can now check it in. I'm not going to do it because I've got no internet connection, so I can't check it into TFS Online. But that's the process. Fits for him, fits for us. Now we can do it in Visual Studio as well. They're all the same thing. Now the developers start wanting to come in and help you. And absolutely, I'm no .NET guy. I'm just a SQL DBA who loves using PowerShell to solve problems. So when the .NET developer comes and says, oh, we can do this. Oh, great, cool. Can you show me how to do it? And then he shows me how to use TFS in Visual Studio. And, oh, wow, this is cool. Yeah. He is the guy who told me all about build servers and dropping it in, and worked with this AD guy to get that whole solution going. And, you know, really good, really powerful stuff. But we can still help the clicky guy. We still gradually, we'll just drag him in, gradually, and then we'll cut off his GUI. So that's all brilliant. Here's the issue. What are you expecting to see? Those of you that don't know. Say again? Examples. There you go. There are all the examples that the Microsoft TFS team think that you need to know about adding a TFS pending change. Is that good? Excellent, isn't it? Unfortunately, that's the way it's been for years, and this is a brand new installation, and it's still the same. So, do those commandlets work? Let's have a look at them. Got a whole load of them. Do they work? As much as a SQL DBA who doesn't really know TFS and source control and the whole process, the ones for checking in and out work for me. The updating the workspace works for me, but I don't use it because I use that other way in my profile. The rest of this stuff, honestly, I don't know. And you know what? I'd love to find out, but there's no help. The end of the story is that now we have a very happy team. Even my friend who likes clicking, he's not pleased he's got to use PowerShell so much, but he realizes that it gives him more time to look at the Daily Mail website. Okay. We can encourage him to work. My AD guy and the developers who worked with him are like, really cool, this is awesome, we can really take this forward. My server guy who's kind of, other guy wants to work with me, he's really happy because now we have proper version control. I'm happy because when I go to do something, it works. And it doesn't, he hasn't broken it. Everybody's working out really successfully. And then I go somewhere where they use Git or GitHub, which is cool. Except that, as you heard me have the conversation, I need to talk to people about using GitHub. I know that there is a module on, in fact, probably on GitHub, isn't there? PoshGit? Yeah, that's the one to use. Nodding heads are here, so that's the one to use. I'll give you a demonstration about it, but I know nothing about it. Okay? Talk to these noddy guys here. Okay? And please, that's the end of my show, my demos, my everything. I would just say to you, go out, enjoy, learn, talk to people, and remember that not just in these sessions when we're doing stuff is a time for learning. If you have a question or something about PowerShell that you want answered, people are out there to answer it. Yeah? If the people who are here at this conference are 200 and however many are there? Yeah, about 200 people. 240? There's 240 people here. If they don't know the answer to your PowerShell question, they'll know somebody who does. If they don't know somebody who knows the answer to your PowerShell question, my word, do you have a PowerShell question? Okay. Enjoy and have fun, and if you have questions, shout them at me. Yes, yes.
How big is your team? So, how many people do we speak who are working with that?
My team, for me, is a DBA team of 7. The AD team are 5. My friend here, his team, 12, 15. My other sort of general IT guy there, maybe 20, 25. We've got a PC support team of a dozen. Service desk of, I don't know, loads. Yeah. So it's working in that sort of scale. There's no reason it couldn't work even more.
Do you have any suggestions for, so this is the extreme example of someone who's really averse to trying to adopt this kind of thing, right? But there's a lot of people in between who are maybe like curious or they don't know enough, but it seems like could it work? I don't know. Some people are taking it on. Do you have any strategies for convincing the uninitiated? Other than showing that it can actually work.
When they have a problem, this particularly applies because I was in a position where I was managing a team. I'm blinded by that light. I was particularly in a team where I was managing a team of people. So if my junior DBA friend was in that situation, when it came to a point where part of his job required him to do something, which I'd normally force because I was the boss, I could make that happen. But we came to this solution: you need to do this thing across 300 servers. And he'd go, oh, and I'd let him think and work about it. Oh, this is really difficult. Yeah, okay. How about I give you this time and you go and work out how to do it in PowerShell? Because enabling them to find the solution to a problem that they want to solve in PowerShell is half of the battle. Because I was in a boss scenario, I could enable him to have the time to be able to do that. Because I want him to learn PowerShell more and take it forward and teach me stuff. That's really easy. Because you have to accept there's it's not on that machine. There's the GIF about if you spend this much time each day doing this thing, you can afford to spend that much time rewriting it to automate it. Yeah. So I can say, I don't mind if you spend 4 hours doing that thing because it's going to save us all this time as we go along. They have to want to do something for themselves, otherwise they're never going to be initiated. Just like if you were trying to teach them the wonders of Slayer. You know, how great Metallica are. You know, unless they want to go down that road, they're not going to.
Steal the Moses.
Steal the mouses. On the other hand, this is the thing that I say to everybody. And most of you know this and you use it, but I bet you don't tell enough people. Okay? There are 4 things that you need to know when you're using PowerShell. With those 4 things, you can do anything that you want. Get command, to find my command. Get help about the command, to find out how to use it. Unless it's the TFS ones, because they're rubbish. Yeah. Understanding how to go $A equals whatever, and then $A pipe GM. Now you know all the things about the thing. You know, PowerShell is, what do they call it? It's an object-oriented language. Yeah, you create objects. Yeah, it's a thing. You've got things about this thing. With getMember, you can find out all of the methods, all of the events, all the properties. You know this. Yeah? But I don't know how to write a for each loop properly. I don't know how to write a function. I don't know what the right thing... Control J. Yep. Control J will enable you to create snippets. If you look on my blog, I have a snippet for creating a new snippet because I could not believe that they were saying, here is this great thing to have a snippet, but we haven't got a snippet for you to create a new one. So I wrote one. But it enables you, your person who's uninitiated, to be able to write a for each loop that works, rather than going curly brace, proper brace, squiggly brace, square brace. I got myself all confused. Yeah? So go tell people about that, because we can only help them. So did all of that just sound like PowerShell? Awesome. Any more questions?
I'm just curious.
Go for it.
What was your worst mistake that you're still embarrassed about?
Relating to PowerShell like this.
Yeah. What is the worst? The mistake that had the biggest impact was when I altered the alerting events within Sewell to alert every second on a certain thing. Okay, and filled up all 7 team members' mailboxes in about 25 seconds. Because Sewell just go. So that was, that was probably the most impactful thing, because I'm very careful.